Hey guys, so we're out here in the middle of nowhere here in Utah, and we're in a section called the San Rafael Swell, and we're looking for some mysterious haunting pictographs. I found these while I was doing research on my video about the Fremont Indians. Prior to that, I had thought that the Fremont left behind most of the rock art here in Utah, but these bigger, more life-size rock art, they were made by a culture that came before the Fremont. And that sparked a bunch of questions. Who were these people? Where did they go? What happened to them? Did they become the Fremont, or did the Fremont peoples destroy them? And what does this ancient rock art mean? And what's crazy is even scholars and academics don't know exactly who these people were. And we don't know exactly what their rock art means. They're kind of this mysterious group out here in Utah. So we're gonna go find them somewhere out there. They are part of a group known as the Barrier Canyon culture.
You can't see it from here, but there are hundreds of canyons out there. We're driving towards the San Rafael Swell, one of the secret, lesser-known treasures of Utah. But what were the ancients doing deep in these desert canyons? Through remote areas and long dirt roads, we're closing in on our destination.
Hey, so along the way to go see the pictographs, you'll come across this little visitor center out here for the San Rafael Swell. But also right here, there's a little memorial of people on horses to remember the old Spanish trail. The old Spanish trail used to run through this area. It was a trail that the Spanish took to travel from Santa Fe to Los Angeles.
The Spanish traveled this way to avoid the Grand Canyon, the Canyonlands, the Sonoran Desert, and enemy Navajo and Apache territory. The San Rafael Swell's name comes from the Spanish, named after Saint Raphael. The trail has a dark history of slavery, where captive Native women and children were abducted and traded with the Spanish for horses and guns.
But I think the reason they would take this trail is the same reason why we find these pictographs out here. The ancients and the Spanish found something in this area that was vital to them. So let's go check it out.
If you're ever near this remote area, you'll want to stop at the Little Grand Canyon. Most people aren't even aware it's here. But this is what first pulled me into this region years ago. I couldn't believe a canyon like this was only a couple hours from my house.
Okay, so this is one of my most favorite places here in Utah. I was so surprised about finding this place. And we're gonna go to this little overlook here in front of me, which is a bit scary to tell the truth. Gotta be careful. But yeah, look at that. It kind of shows the reason why the Spanish would have had their trail nearby, why the Barrier Canyon would have had their pictographs nearby. Because down here, there's water, the key to survival. That's the San Rafael River down there. The Spanish trail would have come along this way so that they could have been nearby some water sources. And another thing I'm realizing while I'm here is this is pretty much an impossible barrier to pass. And the Buckhorn Wash Canyon is just over there. And as we go down it, you'll see that it gradually goes down smoothly, creating an easy way to get past this huge canyon. And I imagine that's one key reason why the pictographs are nearby. So let's head to the Buckhorn Wash Canyon to finally check out these pictographs.
We're about to enter Buckhorn Draw Canyon. I've never been here before, so I don't quite know what to expect. But the canyon is exceeding expectations. Apparently, during one of Butch Cassidy's famous robberies, he used this canyon as an escape route. Late in the night, two posses chasing him into the canyon had a gun battle, only to find out that they were firing on each other. Butch had outrun them long before through the dark mazes of the canyons. All this just shows how mysterious and dangerous this place was.
Okay, we just arrived to the panels and we're gonna go check it out. Wow, they're just everywhere. This huge cliff. This one is kind of carrying a rope or something coming out of his hands. These ones are huge. Figures with trapezoid bodies, and look, that one has like 4 fingers. Is he playing like a flute or something? This one has a ton of little ones above it. That's crazy. Look at that. All these people coming out of it. Wonder what that means. Were they all related to it, or did it create it, or are they going somewhere? I didn't realize there'd be so many here. Those look like they have wings or something. Giant things coming out of them. So I kind of look at some of these, and especially some of them with like horns and stuff, and thinking about my own Native American heritage. You know, I'm half Navajo, half Dene, as we call ourselves, and we have some ceremonies where we dress up in some somewhat spooky or creepy looking masks, but as you dig a bit deeper into what it means, the Navajo tradition is that those are holy people. The ceremony is a way of following them to a better life. And I'm thinking about these, like they look haunting, they look strange, but could they also be holy people trying to lead us to a better life? You know, some people say that these were depictions of shaman, depictions of holy men, depictions of angels. We may never know for certain what they mean. That's kind of the mystery and joy of these places. Just trying to figure all of that out. So, as you look around at this place, when you get to this area, there's just way more trees than earlier in the canyon. Kind of showing there's just more water and stuff. So if I was to make a guess what this all means, you know, as these peoples were wandering and looking for food and water, especially, they come down this way, and as they were traveling down this route, they would see all these pictographs. So would they like stop and tell stories to each other? Would they stop here and talk about what all this means and the meaning of their world and who they were from? And or were they just more plain than that? Were they about hunting and gathering and whatever it means? It's pretty obvious that these people kind of just became one with nature, one with this canyon, literally etched in the canyon, becoming one with it, leaving their legends and stories behind for us to only guess what it means.
This site was more magnificent than I thought it would ever be. And since I've made it this far, I felt like we should go all the way and see how it looks further down, and if it truly had easy access to water.
So just 10 minutes down the road, you finally come to part of the river here. This is the San Rafael River. It's not as high as it's been in the past or as it is during springtime. I've seen people raft down here before, but this is part of the answer why the ancients would have come this way. A consistent source of water. Other than that, we don't know much about these ancient people, the ancient Barrier Canyon. But further up north, about an hour away, there's another popular site called Sago Canyon with some more haunting Barrier Canyon pictographs. And I want to go explore it. So if you like, comment, share, you're only going to be able to help me make more of these videos. So please do that. If you want to directly help, you can donate by hitting the thanks button and donate however much you want to help me make some more of these videos exploring this ancient culture. Thanks for watching. Check out this video here. This is a video I did about the ancient Fremont people. You can learn more about them there. For now, thanks for watching. Keep exploring. Bye.